Prince Harry found himself at the center of a chaotic scene outside the United Nations building, where he was reportedly booed as he rushed to leave the building. At exactly 10 a.m. on a crisp New York City morning, Prince Harry appears to be pretending to FaceTime his kids. But for those keeping score, that's just after 6 a.m. in California, an hour when most parents are still fast asleep, let alone young children. Hello, viewers. Welcome to Royal Revelations. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell so you'll get any news about the British royal family. The absurdity of it all will raise eyebrows for anyone who really believes Meghan Markle would be awake and ready to chase her kids for a virtual chat at such an ungodly hour. But this embarrassing moment is just the beginning. When Harry tried to leave the United Nations building, security was on high alert for. But despite that precaution, he was greeted with a chorus of alcohol from onlookers, a stunning display of disrespect for. He was reportedly seen grabbing Queen Matilda's shoulder during a formal greeting, an act that many found completely inappropriate, as royal protocol requires him to keep a respectful distance, tilting his head and not letting go. But Harry seems not to have learned anything, forgetting the basic respect that comes with royal duties, and is increasingly resembling Meghan's cocky attitude more than a dignified king, a sign of what he once was. His speech when he addressed world leaders at the United Nations? Harry struggled to put his thoughts into words, stumbling over his words, and unable to come up with any substantive ideas that could bring about real change to urgent global issues. The incoherent chatter that followed left the audience stunned and scratching their heads. Why could this man, who is now a prominent figure on the world stage, have failed to establish himself as a more cultured individual? A voice of reason, his words seem to lack depth, as if he is just reading a script without actually engaging with the content. The underlying concern remains who exactly does Prince Harry represent. While there are state and government leaders in attendance, he seems to be leaning on the title of Aro, which he is unwilling to let go, and seems to be using it for financial gain rather than altruism. Reports suggest he has been getting a lot of money from various organizations including Africa Parks, the Clinton Foundation, a series of money-making schemes disguising his philanthropic activities. To make matters worse, the apparent need for a visible security detail for Prince Harry funded by taxpayers, and the fact that many already financially burdened New Yorkers will have to pay the price for protecting the man who has stoked so much animosity. The near-disastrous accident he had during the car chase in 2016 only draws attention. Why should taxpayers foot the bill for someone who at this point only seems to bring discontent? In a confusing development, it appears Meghan Markle may be involved in even more insidious ways than previously thought. Reports suggest she may be tracking Harry's whereabouts, sparking widespread speculation about her intentions. Is she really rooting for him? Or is this a sign of the widening gulf between him and the public who once worshipped him? As he attempts to exit the UN building facing jeers, Harry finds himself caught in a web of his own making.